All right, guys. So number 3, we have logos, pathos, and then we have the last one. I just gave it away. It is called ethos. Okay, ethos. Can you think of a word that sounds like ethos? If you thought of the word ethics, then you're right. Okay, so ethos is the root word of our English word ethics, which means the study of right and wrong. And there are two persuasive appeals that go with ethos. Now, the first one is values. Okay, so the moral right and wrongness of it. Okay, something is right or wrong. It is right to spend more money on a flea bath for your dog than it is to spend on a charitable contribution to childhood hunger. Okay, so that's the difference between right and wrong. It's moral right and wrong. Okay, it's wrong to steal. It's right to give. It's wrong to kill. It's right to make life. Okay, so all of those things have to do with values or ethos or moral right and wrong. The last one that's part of ethos is an appeal to fairness. Something is fair or just. Okay, it's fair to vote for Barack Obama because he makes less money than Mitt Romney and maybe his family needs the president's salary more. Okay, this is just off the top of my head. It's more fair to give money to somebody who needs it rather than to give money to somebody who doesn't. Okay, it's more fair to feed a homeless veteran because he fought for our country than it is to feed a homeless drug dealer. Okay, so this appeals to fairness is what really is at the root of ethos. So to wrap it up, let's see. Okay, so we have 4 persuasive appeals. The first one, logic. Okay, the second one, emotion. Okay, the third one, values. The fourth one, did I just say the fourth one? The third one is values. The fourth one is fairness. All right, so as you go throughout the op-ed essays in the New York Times, what I would like you to do is to underline and label, perhaps in 4 different colors, the logical appeals, the emotional appeals, the appeals to values, and the appeals to fairness in each op-ed essay. And then also in your the audio op-ed essays that we'll listen to from NPR, National Public Radio, you'll also see these come to light for you. So every form of persuasion uses these 4 appeals to persuade the audience. And remember that audience is one of the main factors in deciding what rhetorical strategy to use. Okay, so maybe some audiences would better understand an appeal to logic than they would an appeal to emotion. A group of college professors would definitely better be persuaded with logic than with values or emotion. A human rights group would much more understand an appeal to values or fairness than an appeal to logic. Those are gross generalizations, but you kind of see what I mean. In President Obama's victory speech, he was speaking to the whole world, so his delivery and his appeals to persuade the audience to his aptness in being our president were much different than the kind of things that he used in the debate, because a certain kind of person watches the debate, a certain kind of person watches the victory speech. So President Obama uses emotion in his victory speech to show that he is the people's president. He's everybody's president. He also shows fairness by saying that he is everyone's president, black, white, handicapped, non-handicapped, diabetic, non-diabetic. You know, everybody. He's everybody's. It's a completely just system. That's what I want you to do. Go ahead and read those op-ed essays. Make notes about what you think that their logical appeals are and where they are. Maybe you want to decide what their purpose is, whether it's arguing for the cause of a problem, offering solutions to the problem, convincing the audience to a particular point of view, or refuting a long-held assumption. If you didn't write those down, please go back in the lectures and write them down. You should be writing down 3 particular lists. You should be writing down the purpose of the 4 purposes of a nonfiction essay. You should be writing down the 3 essential ingredients for a nonfiction essay, as well as these 4 persuasive appeals. Okay, so all of those are important. I hope that you've enjoyed this lecture, and I will see you next time.